My name's Joey. Should I say what band I'm in? Because I'm in like 7 bands, so it could take up the whole interview if I tell you. Today I'm playing with a band called Lagwagon. I had met Mike a couple times before at shows. NoFX. I had seen NoFX many times. Seen him at shows that NoFX played or other punk shows, but we didn't know each other. You know, I just maybe talked to him a little bit. And then, way later, I had seen that he had started a label, and my band, Lagwagon, we had made, I think it was our 3rd demo tape, you know? And I went to see a punk show on Haight Street here in San Francisco at a place called the Night Break. It doesn't exist anymore. And I saw him talking to 2 really good friends of mine, and I thought, I've got this demo tape in my car outside. Maybe I should just give it to him, you know, like, I don't know, you know, no expectations or anything. And I gave it to him, I said, I think you might like it, and he was like, okay, whatever. And then he called me the next morning. Like the very next day in the morning, he called me and he said, hey, I want to do a record with you guys. And I was like, whoa, you know, I called the guys in the band, and I said, well, it looks like we're not going to break up, you know? Fat Mike wants to do a record, and it's just really cool, really lucky. And yeah, and the rest is history, I guess I'd say. It's mostly been really terrible, bad times. No, I'm just kidding. It's been great. I don't know, there's so many good things. I mean, and I guess the only thing I really think of is this festival. Because Fat's never done anything like this. We had, you know, there's been like weddings that have been really fun where a lot of people have come together. There's been gigs where, you know, you kind of see everybody, and there's so many of those. Those are all fun, and those are all great times that I'll remember forever. But this is the most special thing in the history. It really is. I mean, it's 2 whole days, you know, and it's some bands that haven't even played in years and years have gotten back together to play. Bracket, Tilt. Yeah, this is great. We took a ferry one time from Vancouver, British Columbia, out to an island called Victoria. We used to play shows out there at a place called Hell House, which was great. And in this version of the story, we were on tour with all the Fat bands. Again, this is a lie, but it's a killer story. And our old drummer Derek got a little drunk on the ferry, and you can go out on the one of the levels. You can go outside, and you just have like a little thing. And it was raining, and he slipped, and he fell over the rail and went into the water. And so the horns went off on the boat, and there was this whole rescue mission that ensued. So Derek was really athletic, and he swam out to one of those islands, and he survived for 3 days before he was rescued on an island. So we had to cancel a few shows. But all those other Fat bands that were there was fine. That was pretty bad. We were worried for him. Good times and bad times are all the same. In retrospect, they're all good. The worst things that happen to you become part of who you are, you know? And we've had a lot of history. We've been on this label 25 years, so too many. I don't know. I was trying to figure it out because I've come with the Gimme Gimmes, Me First and the Gimmes. I've done Lagwagon a bunch of times. I've come out there with acoustic a couple times, and then I even came out with a band called the Plain Favorites that I had with some friends, and we did a little tour. I mean, it was like 3 shows or something, Osaka, Tokyo or something, maybe Nagoya, I don't remember. So I don't know how many times, but every time I go to Japan, I have a great time because I love it. I love the food, and that's huge. If you don't like fish, you probably shouldn't go to Japan, you know, because and I love sushi, and I love wasabi, and I like to eat the way the Japanese eat more than any other way. I don't know if anybody's ever said this to you, but I think of Japan, especially Tokyo, as kind of like Disneyland for adults, because there's so much to do, so many good venues, and just it's fun. I'm tired when I come back from Japan because I just go the whole time. The best story I have from Japan is this. There was a guy who was an American who was like a video jockey, like on, I think, what was it called? Space Shuttle?
Space Shower TV?
Yeah, remember that one?
Yeah.
I guess like a metal punk show. Lagwagon went on it, on his show, and our episode of the show was he bought all kinds of Japanese beers. They had like 30 beers or something. I mean, every beer you guys have or something. Put them on a table, and we did like a taste test while they were playing videos, and they come back to us. And I guess they didn't realize what kind of band we are, so we drank all the beer like really fast. It was gone. It was like, good more. We got super drunk, and we were drunker and drunker every time we came back. So that was how the day started. And then we made friends with this guy, and then afterwards he said, you guys want to go out? Some of the guys didn't, but a couple of us went out with this guy, and he took us out to some adult places, you know, where they have adult things happening. And there were a number of things that happened that night that I had never experienced in my life. It was really great. And then towards the end of the night, as we got more and more intoxicated from alcohol, he said, what do you guys want to do now? And I just kept saying, let's get seedy. Let's go. I want to go like into I want to see the worst thing that you could see in Tokyo. The first place we went to was really expensive. Like if you touched something, you had to pay. This is a terrible story, but anyway, super expensive. And the Brian guy who took us said, oh, I forgot my wallet. So I had to pay for it. And it was like $2,000 or something. So after that, it was like, take us to like CD bar. Finally, we ended up getting in an elevator in an alley and going underground down to this bar. And there were literally people doing things that I'm sure are not legal all over the place. Super sketchy. It was great. And then at the very end of the night, we didn't know where we were. It was a long time ago. And me and one of the guys, we couldn't read Japanese. And honestly, when we first started going there in the subways, there wasn't a lot of English. Do you know? I mean, now it's like easy. It's so easy. I mean, it just was so little back then, so we couldn't get home. I think we got home the next day at like 4 o'clock. This show is going to be really good. I know this because I've been on the tour, and we've been playing with these bands for the last 3 weeks, and it's you should come. It's going to be awesome. But it's going to be even better in Japan. See you soon.